Hello, beautiful cosmos, high universe, and multiverses. Greetings to our passengers, and a warm welcome to A Poetic Motion, our transmission from and in collaboration with Earth. We are now surrendering to birthing the unknown. In harmony with the season, we are ready to let this vehicle emerge out of the ground and take us monthly to destinations previously unthought of, where we can explore new possibilities for expression, expansion, and connection. As previously stated in our transmissions, Maude, your host, me, is encompassing of multiple souls, as well as channeling expressions and messages from higher dimension beings. And so I often refer to myself as we, as a way to honor my sources, and also as a way to share the truth about the nature of creation, which in its essence is collective. The travel of the day, birthing the unknown, is a direct continuation of the last of our production, Etheric Revolution Surrender, I Surrender. It is recommended to listen to it if you haven't, as it would facilitate much of the energetic intake of this piece and the overall understanding. So now we are nearly ready to depart, to enter the poetic motion of now and take part in the most optimum manner. Please stop any other activities, find a comfortable place to be, feeling at peace and anchored in the space that you are in, with the certainty to remain undisturbed for 1 hour. If you wish to enhance our connection, we recommend to voice out loud the intention to receive the blessings that we have as ingredients for this mix and call in elements to accompany your journey. You shall enjoy sounds and words geared to send you and your own earth vessel, your body, incantations to let your soul express its desires for yourself. As I discover how to harness my creative power and how to channel messages to the collective, I intend to remain as true and authentic as possible. And while I surrender to my soul and its desires, I also surrender to a flow that is teaching me to be in the present. I learned that the present is our time capsule for manifestation. And I learned not to worry about the past, the future, or the finish line of, for example, this audio productions. So it's so building as I go along, and every time I add something, I don't really know what it's gonna be next. And so I started envisioning birthing the unknown while sitting on a gate waiting for a train in Italy to go from the city of Verona to Parma, where I was called to travel with a backpack across country and through mountains, assisting Earth in releasing collective karma upon these regions.
Invece per binario 3, attenzione, allontanarsi dalla linea gialla. L'ambiente smania in testa al treno.
Through producing this show and through the current workings of my ascension, I'm remembering how to listen. That listening isn't solely based on the sense of hearing and the brain interpretations of what we hear. But as I work on my acute clairaudience and telepathic abilities, I discover that the art of listening is so much wider than I previously believed it to be. I now listen with my whole. I send vibrations and words through my body and energy and feel the reception instantly. Each of our cells intake information from light and sound, and every inch of you and your aura can be consciously listening. And even if your conscious isn't conscious in the now of parts of your body intaking the sounds and words, they are. You are a conscious being, so is water, so is air, so is fire, and so is earth, which you are also composed of and upon. And so, as you listen to the show, if you resonate with what I share now, please open up to the sounds and the words you hear and their resonance within your whole. Attempt to drop trying to understand or making sense of it all. Try not to look for meanings and analyze them. My intention is for these shows to carry subliminal spells for healing and opening, and they will be best received and experienced as you dive your whole into the potion. Imagine that you are surrounded by a surround sound made of liquid light, as if sitting in the abyss, surrounded by water, and inquire within your body and feel about how the vibrations feel. As if you couldn't really hear clearly, but you could feel the vibrations. Sometimes it's like when you're looking at an image, if you start looking at it with blurry eyes or with distance, you might understand so much more out of it than when you are scrutinizing it. So that is why it's a meditative transmission, and it's best enjoyed in a quiet, sacred space to really, welcome what you're hearing. I would also say that if you have headphones that are left and right, if you have stereo headphones, that is also would be very great to put them on. Yes, and if not, anything else can also work. So send the words through you. Some will be called to travel to your roots, some to your crown, some to your heart, and some will dance around your form for a while. To each their own experience, but that is how I intend to send out love and blessings to the collective, and how this meditative transmission will be best experienced. So this particular transmission follows our previous workings with Lady Death and will spell the igniting of the desire and the surrender to birthing the unknown, as I am doing with A Poetic Motion series, which is one creative expression of all I am in the midst of manifesting. Each of my creation, my audio production, have profound impacts on me, and I create them to grow and call for channeling that echoes within me for a while. So as I produce it and as it exists, it really has a lot of effect on me. I hope that it can provide material for opening up others too, to their very own energy and creative life force flow and ways to express, inspire to go beyond what we have fed and dive within, getting to know yourself, open up to listening with more diligence and love to our inner workings, so we can flourish into our unique selves. I want to share these feelings of freedom and infinite possibilities that I have managed to anchor into my day-to-day now by getting into the inner plane, working inward, and actually just throwing most of everything that I hear from the outside. So it's a little bit it feels like I'm contradicting myself. Like I'm saying, don't listen to anything, listen to yourself. And I'm giving myself the challenge to kind of inspire you to do that with my sounds and words, and also send you healing and blessings. So you can listen to me. Don't listen to anyone else, but to me, yes. No, that's not what I mean. Yes, I think you get me. And the last thing before we start driving is that I plan for this transmission to have a balanced flow of giving and receiving. So, which means that as you listen to us and as you listen regularly, you shall be called to participate in ways you shall be guided to. You will be guided to. Some of you may donate, some of you may offer feedbacks, yet some others may participate on a telepathic level, energetical level. As I discover my gift of clairaudience and channeling, I also am discovering that I shall channel and transmit messages that are in need of being received. So as you engage into listening to me, and thus regularly, you shall become the receiver of such channeling. And as we go, we will see. I stay available for exchanging with my email, Transteller, TRANCETELLER, @gmail.com for any question or any ascension or evolution inquiry. I now have a website that you can have a look at if you're interested and so guided to, and if you want to get in touch to work out if collaborating with me is the right thing for you to do. In the now, so let's do it, let's go. On my travels, I stopped on a mountain in Italy, and while walking around under the rain, I discovered the mountain of Usur-Ana, where I met another lady who was waiting at a bus stop. She was very kind and really welcoming, so I got onto the bus stop because it was raining a lot and I wanted to record the rain. And the first thing she said is, there's a lot of chestnut here. She took one of the chestnuts that was laying next to her and didn't give it to me, but just like pointed at it and said, like very distinctively, amongst a lot of other words, there's a lot of chestnut here. And she put it down on the little table that was there in the bus stop, and then blubbered a few words, invited me to her house later, very bubbly, very, very nice, and then she left because her bus got here. So I took the chestnut that I still have in my pocket to this day. There is a lot of chestnut here. There's a lot of chestnuts here. On the mountain of Usurana. On the mountain of Usurana, it is raining a lot. I wonder what the message is here. Usurana. Would you tell us anything? Anything you have to transmit to our passengers today? And that is what I channeled. As the rain falls, the sun calls. The sun calls. Weather always comes in through words to grace another with splendor and emotive observations of the hour. We shall know. In the middle, we shall know. The darkest of glow is never against the no. When the drops tickle your forehead. You can always sing your best. You can always sing your best. Your best towards the high tops of trees, falling on other trees, guarding the knowings of the seas. For I, Usurana, is high here. The low there, here. Nothing to say. Today is the day. Today is when the day I open way. Where I open way. For you, my child. To share you say. Your truth is so. Your truth is so that you shall go within the flow of the sun glow. For it's about to blow your eyes with azure sky, and all that flies with you, and all that flies with you, infant of the infinite. You shall recite all on my sight. I see you glow from where I show. I see you notice my crevice. I hear you cry, and I know why. And I know that pain in no vein is through the chain of the greater gain, of all that is gain within you, of all that is within reality,
you, all that is within realities unknown for some,
but that you dream in the storm of this dream.
in the storm
Of this dream.
These words for you and our dear passengers.
These words for you and our dear passengers. Your listeners shall know to throw all that they know.
To throw all that they see
untrue. From now.
For now is the time, the present.
For now is the time,
no lies.
the present of no lies.
We shall
walk
together
towards the top of the world.
The top of the world.
The future says all is to shine.
All is to shine in light so bright. The days will stay
over the night that will not bite. No more.
Trust. Sing.
Sing. Sending greetings and love and blessings to Usurana, these beautiful mountains where trees were falling on other trees, where I felt shivers that I brought back with me. And I understand the beautiful message of Earth asking me to trust, sing, and transmit messages so we can all trust and sing our hearts. There is a lot of chestnut here. Namaste. I am sending a sparkly wink to my teacher, who goes by the name of Asur Anna. I wish to express all the gratitude I feel for her being on my path and for her great contribution to my evolution. She's deeply connected with Earth, and discovering her and her work has allowed me to trust the connection and exchanges I have with our beloved planets. So a lot that I'm producing at the moment that is quite aligned with Earth is much thanks to her presence here in the now with us during this times. She and her twin flame partner pair have a website and some workings that you can find on aligningwithearth.com. I have shared that website before. If you are called to go there, I am excited for you. As I stumbled upon the sign indicating the name of the mountain I was stepping on, Usurana, I couldn't help but be met with ecstatic joy, as I do relish in this happenstance popping up with synchronicity in the timelines you are walking on, as if to say, this way, you are on the right track, you are connected. Yes. This story, it is the sweetest of stories. A dream painted of silver and gold, dipped in a pot of rainbow-colored liquid light, and thrown in the air during the first instances of a hazy morning on top of the earth. Smiling in the know that this little bird shall fly through all high skies of a new era, born on the go, birthing the steps of the dancing in the light of a dream with no fight. There will be love, a lot of love. The love I feel the premise of, running my veins of a bright red, dripping of pink, raining upwards through and for me, firing from heart to crown burning all standing on the way of the mission I have firmly decided to bring to completion during this present life of mine. A vision of affection from which I feel the velvetous of caresses upon sighting the leaves of pine trees far enough to reveal the soft of their spikes, here to protect, here to say, you shall sit here quietly in a power of luxury. From far away, you know the day reaching closer reveals to all the shines of leaves not being all. I sing through winds the eternal, the truth that is making you whole, shaking of love for all that is. I hear your tears of purity, child of mine. All I wish is for you to shine, as you perceive through your shivers any and all gentle reminders, whispering, my power is your power, running through forests, through rivers. You will know how, you will know where, you will know who. No doubt shall ever enter your queue. Sing from soul, hear me answer, with a bright call to dance your words upon the words. Inside to out, let it all splash out, gifting the grounds of a few pages for a future flying through ages. Your pen is sure, full of messages for adventures on our way home, resonating the truth from morning to dawn. The recording that is coming up is a work of channeling that is very much concerned with allowing emotions to move through me. It came through after an irritating discord within, where my pained body was asking for numbing substances and activities. As I stood strong against caving in, I ended up standing in front of my mic, like just waking up from a dream, with no prior intentions to go there. And this came out. I cannot really identify the source that I am channeling or that came through, but I named the record Witch's Cry. I felt like I was allowing to move ancestral pain from having been outcasted and hurt for holding certain abilities against the systems in place through lifetimes and through fallen ages, dark fallen ages. It felt I was not alone crying this pain, while singing and moving the sounds through my body, and while reciting words, I felt amongst a group of women an ancient feminine voice choir expressing through me. I also have been in recent times asking for the support of the white buffalo, and so its spirit was galloping in my head ahead of us to make way for the stream of sound and light to emerge, to flow. I walk the valleys, drawing steps after steps. I dream about healing imprints ahead. I have white, long and fuming hair and hidden homes that sing through air. I love you, woman, for I am you, and you are one to rise above. As your wishes are filled with love, you shall see all you have ever dreamed of, falling from skies as your cries have been heard beyond the flying of the dove. Peaceful and beautiful is what the rays of light coming from your angry voice, coming from your angry tones, are drawing in the clouds, curly swells of energies, foaming food for angels, ready to round your beautiful cheeks with a impetuous pink that will relish on all you distinguish as what you shall have amongst your crowd. I'm here, dear. I hear you new. you, as fierce, as true. You can spread your love. It won't hurt. As it stands in a golden glove, crying of silver rivers. Don't fear your power, sister. A Poetic Motion, this radio series, is closely related to telepathy and the process of remembering our intrinsic power of connection to one another. Throughout the episodes, I will reveal more on my studies and share ways to develop these abilities individually and collectively. Through listening to the sounds with your whole physical form and beyond it, I invite you to become aware of yourself as being a telepathic being, much like a planet, like Earth, can transfer information from one side of the globe to another. Your hand can hear the emotions of your crown when certain information hits you and behave accordingly. Each part of you communicate with each other, and they're always in connection. I am currently studying ways to widen the collective awareness of our telepathic ability and start putting them in practice in collaboration with Earth. As you become aware of your unified ways of being, behaving, existing and manifesting, so as you master yourself, you can open up your scope in remembrance of the truth, being that we are one, that all is one. Then the concept of being able to communicate more accurately even than with phones or any other means of communication from a distance become true. And I would even go as far as saying it is undeniable. I know this for a fact because I have been aware of experiencing telepathy for over a decade. And most of us do experience it. We just aren't yet met with being aware of it. But essentially, reclaiming our mental abilities from the workings of our capitalistic systems is widely linked with developing or redeveloping our telepathic abilities. And remember our power as one, as a unified spirit, consciousness, as the angelic human race that we are. This is showing to me as a way to open up to healing and reclaiming ourselves, be in charge of our energy that is currently being used to many other means than having us connected. I believe that together we are much more powerful and stronger than any authorities in place. In numbers, we are so much more than any of the elite in place faking to govern anything at all. So, I will invite us to consider the hidden side of our abilities as human beings through these productions and reveal ways to work towards putting unity in practice while not having to move one little hair. For now, I would like to share that believing in these abilities is the first step to opening this Pandora box. More to come on this very soon. To continue and end this transmission, I will read you a story that I have started to write. I'm being called to write stories within which you can discover and invite new archetypes to bring forward and from within for self-illumination and mastery. Much like I did with Lady Death, but this time I am writing the story. The archetypes I wish to bring to life are filled with the magic of many wonderful souls expressing through me. Here, we are birthing the unknown of a samurai archetype, the one to bring forward when you are in need of taking your sword of light out and stand strong against creatures of the dark misleading you on your path. This is the story of Sister Amurai. I only have written the first half, and so will grace you with the second part during the next Poetic Motion train. And we shall organize a group meditation to call forward and out the rich archetype I am in the midst of giving life to. As for Lady Death, she will have a particular role within the inner plane. Through delivering this writing as it comes and without the end, I intend to leave space for your imagination to dream the second part of the story and create your own reflective inner work. I also envision that I shall get inspired by my passengers' telepathic contribution to this creation. As you ponder about the story and the role Sister Amurai could have for your personal evolution, you might hit my antennas, my channels, with messages in need of coming through the story. As you listen and envision the archetype, I shall receive streams of inspiration guiding me to create what is in need of being received. So yeah, quite experimental, and I'm very much excited about it all. And I hope you feel this. Let's do it. Sister Amurai. Sister Amurai. Sister Amurai. Once upon tomorrow was a little girl with the purest of glow. She lived on a planet called Night and had for mission to be one to light. She could not help but fall in love with all she shone upon. Burning of passion for all that be, she gave her all ingenuously, over and over, until the day where her shine could not stay. As bright decreased and decreased in light overnight, she no longer could fly above, showering all the dark with her love. She thought to fly down on the ground, to rest and fuel her wings again. The stars of night will surely grant her with the prose to fly again. Her clumsy ingenuity got her to sit and oversee that she is to attract angry creatures of the night and be their food, for we shall call eternity. Now, serving as dinner for monster, her tears of fears forgot the times when she was whole in the wind blow. Timidly flickering the ground, upon which came through sudden sounds, the core of night had heard her cry and sung to her the way to sway. Listen to me attentively. You shall be using this story of the sisters that once were dancing with weapons of unity. Once upon our creation, on one of the brightest lands of night, lived a couple, Lady and Lord Amurai. Lady and Lord Amurai were very much in love, inseparable. Their individual flames united in an irresistible one, gracing the planet of night and beyond with golden silver rays. Their presence graced all species fortunate enough to be nearby with a sense of unconditional completion, a sense of being realized in the now, revealing much space and possibilities for new creations filled with light, which night was relishing and witnessing and supporting through her evolution to become day. During one of the darkest nights on night, Lady and Lord Amurai suddenly got overwhelmed with a passion for each other never experienced before. A passion so greatly filled with magic, they made love for nights and nights, saving night from the darkest fall of times. They splurred iridescent fontains of rainbow-colored light for what seemed an eternity, bathing night and all her inhabitants in a plasmic pool of euphoria. The people say it lasted 9 months. Others say they wouldn't be able to remember, even if allowed to. As night returned, the dark of night was now blue and had a velvety feel to the eye. Night was graced with a blue velvet dress and 2 new inhabitants, twin sisters, the Amurai sisters. Both sisters grew peacefully upon night, dancing over her blue velvet dress. They were dotted with superpowers. They danced with magnificence. They both held the blue rays of light and danced with and through it with love, love for each other, inseparable sisters, love for all that is, love for each other. It was an inseparable sister love, They very much look alike, but you could distinguish them from their light. One danced in silver blue rays, the other in golden blue light. One danced with swords, the other with others. Like their parents, we could not separate them of too much of a distance, and them being within 5 yards of each other graced the land and all species therein with the same sense of completion and incentive to dream in light that Lady and Lord Amurai could also gift others nearby upon the planet of night. As both grew and developed their skills, the golden blue dancer sister surrounded herself with and orchestrated more and more others dancing with and around her, growing a beautiful crowd from which emanated enchanted gold sparks of light and sounds, sprouting wild ivy of joy, giving the mare of night the belief it could morph in a daydream. Her beloved sister also developed her gifts in beauty as mesmerizingly. Silvering stream of blues emanating from her swirling with and amongst elegant swirls, increasing in number and size. The high frequencies of the knives embracing the air with and around her filled, gifted night with the spectacles to quiet and calm all dark spaces upon her land, affording them with an enchanting lullaby and carving amounts of space never experienced before overnight, running overground streams of high frequencies, sizzling bright silver rays of peace, where night shall dream in high motion towards day. The effervescence was so. Night attracted much attention of the wide of our cosmic creation. From the skies, from faraway stars, there was no dark to spot no more, but the brights of the blue singing through, from night to eternal immensities, was making all demons and gods sing together and beyond all that has ever been seen and heard, further than one could know. It was said that then we knew night was about to birth the unknown. And I will now stop our motion for the day. This is the end of the show. This is the end of our cosmic travels. Thank you so much for joining us. Love, love, love.